my God, how do they walk away in movies without flinching when it explodes behind them? There's no way! I call bullshit on that! I need an MRI! I've got soft tissue damage! There's no way I don't have soft tissue damage!
Well, you bunch of cheeselets, I'm having a bit of a play about. I've got another exhaust for this PW80. I've got to get it done, man, because it's been sitting in here for a long time, so it needs to be done. That bike can fuck off. I've had enough. I ain't got no space. I've had enough of everything everywhere. But here we go. What I'm going to do, because I ain't got the bracket, because the bracket was meant to be here, and that snapped off a long time ago by the looks of things. That's not on there anymore. It's all snapped off, so I'm just going to weld it on. We're just going to do a bit of welding and we'll have it welded on in no time. But as a lot of you will know by now, every time I try to do anything, absolutely anything, every time I try to do anything, stuff always goes wrong. And this time we've got another problem where the old wire keeps getting jammed up in the old welder, so I ain't got much of it left now. We're getting a bit low on the old wire, so I'm going to have to be a bit careful and try and not to let it kink up anymore. Not that I ain't got much gas left either, but there you go. Hey ho, these things happen. So, I'm going to sort this out and then we're going to get welding. I've also got a bit of a flat tyre. Right, let's turn this off. This is going to be the first, not the first prize, only one prize. It's going to be the prize for the competition I'm going to do. It's nothing, it's just a socket set, right? Nothing, do not expect a £100 socket set or whatever. It's a little socket set, come in handy here and there. I've got a few of them, they're very good, so I thought they would be, you know, an adequate prize to give. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to mess around and try and find a good way of making a competition where I can keep track of the entries, because I don't know how many of you realise what I do to make videos, but I don't go on the computer or do anything during the week usually, unless I've messed up and I ain't got any videos to put up during the week. I usually film it all on the weekends, and then because I'm working all the time and doing other crap and trying to look after the people that are in the house and all that crap. So what I have to do is I'm going to have to try and find a way where I can keep track of the entries in case I get any entries. So just bear with me on that. The competition is coming. You can win a little socket set, you know, nothing special, but they'll come in handy. I've got one in each car, and I've got, you know, they're very handy little things, you know. I think I may well have to get a new piston for this little PW80 because I've welded the exhaust on, it's all handy dandy, but the thing is I just can't get it to run right now. I can't get it to, on the low revs, on low RPMs, there's nothing there and it just wants to conk out. And I've tried everything. I've cleaned out the carb, I've tried adjusting it, I've tried everything. It's got brand new spark plugs, so there is a possibility that the pistons had it. The compression don't seem too bad, but piston kits are really cheap for this bike, so I think I'll just get one of them and I'll put that on and see what happens, you know. The guy whose bike it is said to me, yeah, just do whatever you need to do to get it going. He said put a new piston in it, but I didn't want to waste money and waste time putting a piston in it if I didn't need to. But it looks like I'm going to have to, so we'll just have to stick with that. So yeah, I managed to sort out the old wire in the end. I think the sleeve was a bit dirty. I've done something what all welders in the history of welding will probably say don't do, but what I did was took the sleeve out of the inside of the pipe there and put oil down it. That's what I've done. I sprayed WD-40 down it, dudes, and then I put the wire in, and then I got my bit of plate over there, and I just done a load of welding, man, and it burnt it all off, and now the welds are coming out spick and spam. So, you know, I've never had to do anything like that before. Even when I was doing it as a full-time job, I never had to do any, you know, this blocked up sometimes, but of course I had a bigger welder then. It was a big, what was it, a Murex or something? I can't remember now, red one. And so yeah, that didn't have to block up then, but this time it did on this one, so that bloody thing. It seems to be every time I want to do something that I enjoy, for example, fixing up a bike, or doing a spot of welding, or doing anything like that, everything goes wrong. There's someone up there that's putting a curse on me, I think. I often talk to them, but I don't know who it is.
The meatloaf!
So, this is the second take I've done of this because I forgot to turn the microphone on for the other one. But we've got this bike apart, and this is what happens when you do flat out top speed runs on a bike with an engine that ain't designed to do it. You know, you get your old oh, hold on a minute. It's kind of jammed up on me, isn't it, eh? Oh, there we go, that's it. Right. Yeah, this is what happens. Right, here we go. Okay. You get a bit of yeah. See, that's what happens, man. They're not designed. These engines and bikes aren't designed to do high revs for a long time. I know they're designed to be thrashed around a track or whatever, but you're on and off the throttle, you're down low, you're up high, you're down low again, you're up high again. When you're doing a flat out top speed run, there's so much heat and that's going up 12,000 RPM or more, and they're not designed to stay at that sort of RPM. That's why you get a lot of trouble, you know. That's why a lot of bikes blow up like that. There's some YouTube channels that I watch, and I only watch them. They annoy the hell out of me, but I only watch them. I'm not a hater, but I watch them because I'm waiting for the day when they blow a bike up. Because there's one in particular where they keep buying bikes. They're in America somewhere, and what they do is they just buy a bike. They keep buying loads of bikes, and then they do like just top speed runs up and down their road, you know, flat out. And I'm thinking to myself, well, in a minute now they're going to blow one of these bikes up before they get to sell it on. I'm waiting for that day because they're not designed to do that. So that's that little sort of rave out the way. So when this is I've got to find out, because it's actually the guy that owns this is the same guy that owns that PW80 over there. So the work I'm doing on that one, I've got to change pistons in both of them because the PW80's had it and all. So blew both bikes up. So I've got to find out what he wants to do. Hopefully he'll just want a new bearings put in there, get a couple of gasket kits and everything. And it's supposed to be a 144. I don't think it is a 144. I don't think it has been bored out. I think it's I haven't measured it, mind you. I'll have to measure it and find out and see what it is. But this whole engine's going to have to come out now, because I'm going to have to split it and put new bearings in it. So hey ho, sweet. It's a bit of entertainment, isn't it, eh?